Joined now by Fox NBA analyst Chris Broussard. But Acho, you buying what Kyle Kuzma is selling here?
Bro, not at all. Not at all. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. I think to a degree, the Lakers were handling their business. They was driving in their lane 10-2, 10-2.
10-2.
They was sitting there. But you know how it is. Every now and then you gotta check in the rear view. You got to check in the rear because you got to see who's coming up. You got to make sure you don't get sideswiped. And while the Lakers were cruising, right down on a path to the finals, they got to make sure who can sideswipe them. The only real team that can sideswipe them is the Clippers. Lakers, we all know, they went 50-17. That's a 74% winning percentage. But against the Clippers, they were 2-2. The Lakers, they shot 48 from the field, 35 from three. But against the Clippers, 42 from the field, 30% from three. Against the Clippers, we all know the Lakers struggle. Well, against the Nuggets, the Lakers is chilling. They was 3-1 on the regular season, and the Nuggets again. They have no LeBron stopper, whereas the Clippers, they do in fact have a LeBron stopper. But even after the Lakers cruise past the West, then you got to think, okay, what's going to meet us in the East? The East ain't got no dogs for them either. So the Lakers were definitely not concerned, but they was checking that rear view to make sure they don't get T-boned or side swipes. Promise you that.
Oh, man, this boy up here lying. Kuzma, you lying. And my grandma always told me that the truth is simple and lies are complex. So I don't know, Acho, have you ever taken a lie detector test?
I have not.
I have. And so right now I want you guys...
Wait. You're not just going to slide that in there now.
Hey, man, look, how long is this show? You want to know? And how many did I have to take? Here's the point of it. Let me give you a full screen first before we get into what Kuzma said to prove that he's lying. Here's a full screen. These are the 5 signs that someone is lying to you. They touch their face, mouth, or throat. They go something like this. They repeat themselves. They pause before answering. They look toward the door, and they don't blink. Okay. All right, now here's the 5 signs again. Kuzma, soon he started talking, he went like this. Don't touch your face and mouth. Then he started repeating himself. Did he say really? Like twice? Why are you repeating yourself? Then he paused before he even got started. He didn't look toward the door because he was on Zoom. He had to look in the camera. But damn, he didn't even blink that much. All right, I really, take me off full screen. Let me tell you why I had to break this down. When you take a lie detector test, any difference in normal behavior is exaggerated to show that you're lying. You know, when they were asking the question, Kuzma blinked 6 times. When all of a sudden, he had to answer it, you know how many times he blinked?
I just seen one by him.
The point of it is, Kuzma, you know you lying, brother, and it's okay. Just had to catch you on it.
Look, I'll give you that he was lying. The question was, did you guys take any joy, any pleasure in the Clippers losing? All right. Now, they definitely did, right? Yeah. Not so much because they were afraid of the Clippers or concerned about the Clippers, but because they were tired of the Clippers, all right? The Clippers were the little brother that thought they had came up, right? They were the little kid in the basement that thought they were allowed to go play in the living room now. They're talking all that smack. Kawhi, look, I picked the Clippers, but I'm being honest. Kawhi had the commercials. I'm the king of L.A. Y'all know how it is. I don't even need to say anything. They thought they had taken over Los Angeles. So in that regard, yes, the Lakers took some pride in them going down. But did they celebrate like it's over? No. Now I get Marcellus having that take because look, that's consolation, right? Your team's not gonna win it, but at least you can take consolation if you think, hey, but the Lakers were scared of them. The team that's gonna win it, they were scared of them. I don't get you, Acho, to be like, they got beat. We don't have to play the Clippers. This is awesome. LeBron, give me some.
CB. CB, ride with me, CB.
Right.
Here's the thing. It's not like that. It's not overt. You're not sitting here like, oh, my God, thank God. But I definitely know if you're making a playoff run and you see that one team that you know they got your number, you looking like, good, I'm glad somebody else clipped him. Yep. Like, it's not going to be some overt jumping for joy, pom-poms in the air, doing backflips in the locker room. But you do realize, like, okay, all it is it's just more masculine verbiage. It's the same thing you did. It's just packaged in a more masculine way. Yeah, it was just going to be a tougher fight, dog. Yeah, we were still going to hit them, but we was going to have to bring our A game, okay? Yeah, I'm glad somebody knocked them boys off because they was going to be real. It's the same thing. It's just packaged differently. I genuinely think, come on now, CB, like, be real. LeBron knows. We saw this in LeBron, what was it, 2013? Shooting the free throw, and somebody checks in for the Spurs. Oh, dang it. Looking at Kawhi. Like LeBron has already shown us before the problems that he would rather not have. He gonna handle any problem. I'm not gonna say he can't, but you'd rather have a easier road than a more difficult road. I don't care what nobody tell you, oh, I want to knock off the top dog. No, you want to be standing at the podium when all is said and done. That's at least the smartest thing to do. But again, I'm sitting up here for a reason. I'm not playing for a reason. I would rather always work smarter than work harder. And it's best for the Lakers. It is smartest for the Lakers that they didn't have to play them Clippers than have to play the Nuggets. I'm not going to sit here and say that they was cheering with pom-poms rejoicing, but in the back of their heads, they was kicked back in them hotel rooms in those suites thinking, ooh, okay. we got to avoid that.
Yeah, they were.
I'll give you some of that, but look, one thing we've seen between the Lakers and Clippers in the bubble, the Lakers had better leadership. And
That's
LeBron's
facts.
been around long enough. Now, he's lost games or series, actually, to teams they weren't supposed to lose to. In 2009, Orlando. Nobody, and I know LeBron, because I was talking to him at that time, did not expect Orlando to be able to beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Then in 2011, we know they didn't expect Dallas to do it. I don't think he expected Golden State to do it in 2015 either. So he knows. I get what you're saying, Acho, and there's certainly some truth because, yeah, you'd rather play the Nuggets than the Clippers. However, he knows he can't show any of that to his team because you can't overlook these guys because Denver's for real. Look, I expect the Lakers to win, but they can't overlook the Nuggets or whoever emerges from the East either.
Look, I know Kansas City last year when they were sitting there after they beat up on Houston, it was like, okay, let's watch this Baltimore-Tennessee game. Oh, yes. Come on, Tennessee. I mean, it is what it is. We always want the hard road, but we also like to play smart.